Ladies and gentlemen, the outgoing commander, Lieutenant Colonel Samuel L. Russell.
Distinguished guests, family and friends of the 94th Brigade Support Battalion, thank you for coming out today to see these magnificent soldiers. I know that many of you have traveled great distances to be here, and Tony and I are both humbled and honored by your presence. I'm thrilled to have my parents, Colonel Retired Tom and Ann Russell, in from Richmond, Virginia, and to see a dear family friend, Lieutenant Colonel Retired Bill Meter, came in from San Antonio, Texas. Thank you for your attendance. That's great. I view today not as a time for me to bid farewell, but rather an opportunity to thank some extraordinary people that have made these past 27 months the most rewarding period of my career. Colonel Dewhurst, Command Sergeant Major Greca, Command Sergeant Major Womack, thank you for your sound command guidance during some turbulent periods, your professional mentorship that I will carry with me in future assignments, your genuine compassion for our soldiers' well-being, and for fostering a command climate where common sense prevailed and the battalion command teams truly had the latitude to command their units. Your leadership has made commanding in the Patriot Brigade a most rewarding experience. To Judy Dewhurst and Janie Gomez and all of the passionately dedicated spouses of the family readiness groups across the companies, my feeble words could never offer you enough praise. We in a profession of arms talk of selfless service, of loyalty, of personal courage. But in these times of frequent and extended deployments, I am absolutely in awe of the family members at home that embody these Army values. Without your love and support, not only for your soldiers, but for each other, there is no way we could stay focused on the mission nor remain in the fight. I owe each of you a debt of gratitude so enormous that no bailout or stimulus plan could ever repay you. Coming into command as a geographical bachelor, I was leery of how I could put together a functioning family readiness group or where I would find a leader with the right attributes: patience, willingness, patience, dedication, and more patience. And I was truly blessed when Janie stepped up to the plate and did such a tremendous job for over 2 years. Thank you, Janie. To my fellow commanders, Dennis, Greg, Tim, Shannon, and Craig, I have thoroughly enjoyed your camaraderie and the spirit of cooperation in accomplishing the mission. It has been a profound privilege to support your units in combat. To Tony Costin and all the incoming commanders, I absolutely envy you, and I wish I were on the receiving end of those colors today, for this really is the best job in the Army. Enjoy your command, enjoy your time with these magnificent soldiers and their families. To my majors, Eric Slofey, Adrian Gomez, and Jason Tucker, I thank you for your limitless energy and complete dedication to the unit and our mission. You kept everything functioning on an even keel and showed me daily that Iron Majors really do run the Army. To Chief Jerry Tucker and all the warrant officers, your extraordinary technical competency and devotion to seeing every task completed yesterday and to exacting standards truly kept this brigade functioning at its maximum potential. To my company commanders, 16 of them, and my first sergeants, 20 of them, your enthusiasm, your daily and nightly commitment to your soldiers and their welfare, and your vigorous execution of your unit missions were inspiring. This and your maneuver battalions will never quite know just how much they depended on you every day. They won't know because they never had to think about support. It was just there, and it just happened. And that is as it should be. To Sergeant Major Dwayne Harb, who I'm thrilled was able to travel in from Fort Hood, Texas for this occasion, you were exactly what the Strength and Honor Battalion needed last summer when you stepped in as Strength 7. Your devotion to the NCO Corps, your common sense approach, your focus on standards and discipline were a much needed balm for some sore wounds. I know that my appreciation for your mentorship and guidance is exceeded only by the appreciation these soldiers have for your leadership. To Command Sergeant Major Gloria Farrow, my battle buddy, it truly was good karma that we had the opportunity to work together again, in Baghdad again. When I heard you were coming, I knew that all would be right in the world and in the battalion. You are by far and away the most professional non-commissioned officer I have ever had the pleasure to serve with in 2 decades, bar none. You do our soldiers justice every day, and I am comforted that their welfare is in your capable hands. And finally, most importantly, to the warrior logisticians of the Strength and Honor Battalion, you look fantastic today. Please give them a round of applause. You are mechanics, fuelers, medics, cooks, supply specialists, truck drivers, admin clerks, intel analysts, the list goes on. Those are invaluable capabilities and skill sets that you bring to the fight. But what fills me with pride today as I look out at this magnificent formation on Honor Field, and what I know these distinguished guests in these stands see, are ranks and files of combat-hardened soldiers, warriors. Over 600 combat action badges awarded as you were engaged or engaged the enemy. Numerous Purple Hearts, several valorous awards adorn your chests. Your sweat, your blood, your tears have commingled and forged a bond between one another that will last your lifetimes. The trials and tribulations that you shared in the tempest that was Eastern Baghdad have made you stronger and made your camaraderie all the greater. As I looked over the achievements, the awards, the evaluations, I was awed, not just by the thousands of miles driven through IED and sniper-infested streets of Baghdad, nor the millions of gallons of fuel distributed, not by just the thousands of meals served or the phenomenal readiness rates the mechanics sustained, not just by the hundreds of wounded treated or the countless pallets downloaded, broken, reconfigured, and uploaded. I was awed by the conditions that you endured and the morale that you maintained, all the while keeping this brigade combat team functioning. I was awed by the professionalism with which you passed your skills onto our Iraqi security force counterparts. I want to finish up by letting you know that 3 days ago, the commanding general of Multinational Division Baghdad, Major General Bulger, presided over a small ceremony in which our successors, the 82nd BSB, turned forward Operating Base Rustamiyah over to the Iraqi Army after 6 years of serving as a logistics hub for U.S. forces operating in eastern Baghdad. That ceremony is significant to this battalion because you set the conditions for that transfer to occur. And in a larger sense, because all of our efforts throughout 2008 made possible the real and sustainable transitions that are occurring across Iraq. Following the successful provincial elections this past January, democracy continues to gain a powerful foothold in Iraq. You can all look back at pride in the accomplishments you made during Operation Iraqi Freedom and know that your efforts helped bring those successes to fruition. I will always look back with pride on the men and women of this battalion who accomplished so much under such arduous conditions, for it has been my greatest honor and my most sincere privilege to have served with each of you and to have been called by you Strength 6. Climb to glory, forge for war, strength and honor.